My name's Stevie Kim. Welcome to Italian Wine Podcast on the Road edition. And this is Sicilia. It's the continuation of Sicily because your friend Alessio Planeta, he said, Basta, stop going to Etna. I know you love Etna, but you have to come to the hinterland.
Italian Wine Travel with Stevie Kim.
And today we're here with Alberto Tasca, and we are in, where are we?
We are in Regaleali. Welcome in Regaleali, the domain of Ali. Probably Ali was a sultan, and so the domain, there are many small towns and places that are called Regal Mici, Regal Buto, Regal. So Regal is the domain of, and the other name is the name of the sultan that was the property. So what happened? So we start here in Regaleali. Regaleali was our home and the place where we start to study about wine and wines in general. We bring a lot of innovation here. It was a moment where Sicily was not so famous for great fine wine. So after the two wars, my grandfather started to bring a lot of energy on the fine wines. From that, we were in 1880 when we started to produce wine. Then we stopped during the two wars. And then my family decided to sell other property around Sicily to invest everything here and to restart with the wine production. So in the 1950 we start with Bianco and Rosso. That's because I will mention before the DNA experimentation was really interesting. We start to produce like a wine like Rosso del Conte that was come after my grandfather tour in Châteauneuf-du-Pape. In the 60s, the Châteauneuf-du-Pape was the model to follow. And he decided to spend there a month, study the wines there and say, now I will do the best one in the world. And that was his ambition. So he chose a particular vineyard that is called Vigna San Lucio. So he started this project. The first vintage of Rosso del Conte is the 1970.
And so what about the other white wine we have?
Nozze was wine that was dedicated from my grandfather to my grandmommy for their 50 years of anniversary. It's a crazy wine that I think explains Regaleali very well. So where we are in the center, in the middle of nowhere in Sicily, in high altitude. We are not surrounded by mountains, so we don't have the influence of the sea. So here the excursion between night and day is so high. During summertime we have even more than 25 degrees of differences, and that gives a lot of complexity. And the wine, the ripeness arrives like almost 1 month or 45 days later. Consider the cost in Sicily, okay? So the wine here has a characteristic, but not only the wine, even the olive oil and things that's of longevity. The other states are, so we, from Regaleali then, it happened that the perception was a flat island. And so we were...
And it's not at all, because believe me, Alessio taught me that it's not flat at all.
Not at all. And each place has a lot of different culture and different attitudes. So we start to look for attitude. So we jump to Salina, where there was the Malvasia, the Lillipari tradition. And we get in love with that, doing a sweet wine that is called Capofaro. It's a super nice location facing on north on Salina, where we produce this Malvasia. And we also produce wine in another island. It's called Vulcano. We call Vigna di Paola, just to have different kind of vineyard. But the project is to go there to try to study each vineyard and try to understand better the attitude of each place. And then, so from Capofaro, we jumped to Mozia, and Mozia is owned by Grillo di Mozia. Then from Mozia, we went in Salier de la Tour, where we were really looking for the attitude of the combination of Syrah and the place. really tough varieties, but really great expression there. After Salier de la Tour, we're working with Syrah. We jump in Etna, in Toscante, and there we get crazy about the combination of Nerello Mascalese.
Yeah. So that was your last investment.
Yes.
In Etna.
Yes. It has to be clear that in wines, projects take like not less than 10, 15 years to be settled in the best way, except if you do like M&A or something that is more in terms of finance approach. But in terms of agricultural approach, need time and affination. So yeah, I think we've just found the potential. We are spending a lot of time here, and there's a lot to do.
Yeah, you're still discovering Sicily.
Yes.
And you are very, very committed to this rather big island called Sicilia. So with that, I think that's a wrap. Thank you for hosting.
With
Let's
Nozze
chin chin with Nozze d'Oro for our 50 years of friendship. Almost.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, that's a wrap. So till next time. Ciao ragazzi.
Ciao.